All right, well, for this lesson, we are going to get into building a live set for your either live performance or live stream. So for people that are familiar with how the MPC is set up, it is a little bit tricky because, especially since this is a standalone situation and we aren't using a computer here, we have to only have one project going at a time. So with that, it makes it a little bit trickier for how we're going to set up our set fluidly and not to have any long awkward pauses reloading multiple projects. So for me, what I found works really well is I have each sequence is one song. Typically, when I'm creating something in the studio, I just have one project is one full song and don't have multiple sequences in there. But again, for live performance, since I don't want to be loading up multiple projects, I save it quite differently. So for this, I will show you a little bit in detail over here what I mean when I say that. So I go in here, I have a project loaded up that this was for a live stream I did for the Brooklyn Beat Syndicate. And each sequence here that I have loaded up, I have 8 of them. Those are all different songs. So what you have to do if you're going to be loading up separate sequences into a project like that is within your sequence, you have to go and save not just the sequence, but each program as well. Otherwise, you will not have any audio. So for that, you go into the edit button within your sequence, save current sequence. Then you have the location that you want to be saving it. I already have it named, but make sure that that's named something where you can find it. And press save. And then the very, very important part here, you have to make sure to save your different audio programs in there. So I have ones that are for the melodic portion and ones that are for the drum portion. And within there, you just have to make sure to save those individually and also where you can find them and reload them again, or you won't have any audio. So go in, you pressed save current program. Again, save the location. I would recommend for each sequence that you make a folder where you're saving it and then save all your programs in that folder as well. So they're very easy to find. So you save your program, and then when you're setting up your project and you want to have different sequences in there, you go to an empty sequence, you find the program that you just saved and the sequence. Load up the sequence first, then load up the programs that you have that go along with that sequence. And then once that's full, then you have your live set. All right, well, that pretty much sums up how you're going to set up a project for a live set. And now we're going to dive into the MPC Live even deeper.